Increase consumption of these 10 vegetables at once. You've been told that vegetables are the foundation of optimal health. But what if some of them are quietly harming your kidneys, spiking your blood sugar, and even triggering painful joint inflammation? And it gets even more alarming. One of these harmful vegetables might already be sitting in your fridge right now. For years, doctors and nutritionists have praised these foods. Yet, as you age, your body doesn't handle them the same way. What seemed harmless in your 30s or 40s may now pose serious risks. Stay with me until the end. We're going to reveal 10 vegetables that could be dangerous for seniors, especially if you're trying to protect your kidneys, reduce inflammation, and avoid digestive problems. Some of these may surprise you. Others might explain the aches, bloating, or fatigue you've been feeling lately. Let's take a closer look, because this is something you don't want to ignore. 1. Peas, the hidden threat in your pantry. Peas seem like a healthy choice. They're rich in fiber, protein, and vitamins. But under that bright green appearance, they may be causing harm you never expected. Many people add peas to soups, salads, or side dishes without a second thought. But as you age, these tiny vegetables could be putting your health at risk. One of the biggest concerns, peas are known for their high sugar content. Unlike leafy greens, peas have a surprisingly high glycemic load. That means they quickly turn into sugar in your body, and that can be dangerous. This spike can lead to sudden drops in energy, intense food cravings, and more inflammation. If you have diabetes or insulin resistance, the risks are even greater. Managing blood sugar becomes harder, and long-term complications can follow. But the problems don't stop there. Peas are also high in purines, a compound that raises uric acid levels. When uric acid builds up in the joints, it can cause gout, a painful form of arthritis. Seniors are especially vulnerable to this condition, which often strikes the feet and toes with swelling and tenderness. Even if you don't have gout, high uric acid can lead to kidney stones, painful, dangerous, and stressful for your kidneys over time. Finally, let's talk about digestion. Many seniors feel bloated, gassy, or sluggish after eating peas, but don't realize the connection. The complex carbs and lectins in peas can be hard to digest, especially as enzyme production slows with age. If you've ever felt uncomfortable after eating peas, your body may be trying to tell you something. Peas contain complex carbohydrates and lectins that can be difficult for aging digestive systems to handle. As we grow older, the production of digestive enzymes naturally declines. This can make it harder to break down certain foods properly. If you've experienced bloating, discomfort, or mild stomach cramps after eating peas, it might not be a coincidence. These could be signs that your gut is having trouble processing them. 2. Asparagus, a hidden threat to your kidneys. Asparagus is often praised as a superfood. It's rich in vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber, and is commonly included in heart-healthy or weight-loss diets. But despite its healthy reputation, asparagus may come with hidden risks, especially for older adults. Surprisingly, this popular vegetable could be worsening joint pain, straining your kidneys, and even contributing to dehydration, all without you realizing it. One key concern is its high purine content. When your body breaks down purines, it creates uric acid. And for many older adults, excess uric acid becomes a serious problem. Over time, uric acid can build up in the joints. Such accumulation may lead to sudden, painful gout flare-ups, especially in the feet or toes. If you've ever woken up to swollen, throbbing joints, asparagus might be part of the problem. Even without gout, high uric acid can increase inflammation, make arthritis pain worse, and put added stress on your kidneys. For seniors with weakened kidney function, the impact of asparagus can be more harmful than expected. But the risks don't stop there. Asparagus is also a natural diuretic, which means it increases urine production. At first, the practice might sound beneficial. It helps flush out toxins. But for older adults, more frequent urination can quickly lead to dehydration. With age, your body becomes less efficient at holding water and signaling thirst. That means you might already be dehydrated before you feel it. Dehydration can cause symptoms like dizziness, confusion, muscle cramps, and added strain on the kidneys. If you're already dealing with kidney disease or reduced kidney function, asparagus might actually be pushing your system into overdrive, making existing health issues even worse. 3. Corn, the hidden threat right before your eyes. Prepare yourself for what's coming next. Corn is one of the most commonly eaten vegetables in the world. From fresh corn on the cob to chips, tortillas, cereals, and even corn syrup hidden in processed foods, it's everywhere. It's often promoted as a healthy source of fiber and essential nutrients. But there's more to this vegetable than meets the eye. For older adults, corn can be a stealthy threat. It can spike blood sugar, stress the digestive system, and potentially contribute to long-term health problems. One of the most surprising concerns is how difficult corn is to digest. Unlike most vegetables, corn contains cellulose, a type of fiber that the human body struggles to break down. Have you ever noticed undigested corn in your stool? That might seem harmless to a younger person with strong digestion, but for seniors, a slowing digestive system can turn corn into a source of bloating, gas, cramping, and significant discomfort. If you suffer from irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or other digestive issues, corn might be an unexpected trigger that worsens your symptoms. Corn also has a high glycemic index. That means it turns into sugar quickly after being eaten, which can cause dramatic swings in blood sugar levels. This rapid spike may increase the risk of diabetes, weight gain, and insulin resistance. For seniors already battling blood sugar issues, corn can make control even more difficult. And over time, rising blood sugar levels may quietly harm your kidneys, turning corn into a hidden danger for renal health. But digestion and blood sugar aren't the only concerns. Much of today's corn is genetically modified and heavily sprayed with pesticides. Research suggests that these chemicals may disrupt gut health, trigger inflammation, and throw hormones off balance. This is especially concerning for older adults. A slower metabolism and weaker immune system can make it harder for the body to remove harmful substances. Over time, these toxins may increase the risk of food sensitivities, gut inflammation, and chronic diseases, including heart disease, arthritis, and cognitive decline. 4. Mushrooms, a hidden danger in your kitchen. Next, we turn to a vegetable often hailed as a superfood, yet it may be quietly absorbing harmful toxins from its environment. Mushrooms are widely celebrated for their nutritional value. Many older adults include them in meals, hoping to support brain function and longevity. But not all mushrooms are as safe as they seem. One of the greatest risks? Wild mushrooms. In a surprising twist, mushrooms have an unusual ability to absorb toxins from their surroundings, including heavy metals and pollutants in the soil. If mushrooms are grown in contaminated environments, they may carry dangerous substances into your body. For seniors, especially those with weakened immune systems or kidney issues, this can pose a real threat. These toxins may accumulate over time and lead to organ damage, neurological problems, and digestive distress. The alarming aspect? Even those seemingly harmless store-bought mushrooms might carry hidden dangers if they were cultivated in subpar soil conditions. Be cautious of a concealed threat lurking in your kitchen. Abgaratine, a naturally occurring compound found in raw mushrooms, especially white button mushrooms. Recent findings indicate that consuming large quantities of abgaratine could pose serious health risks, raising concerns about its potential carcinogenic effects. Although cooking mushrooms can significantly reduce abgaratine levels, many people continue to eat them raw in salads or only lightly cooked dishes. Without knowing it, they may be exposing themselves to harmful compounds. Mushrooms may also act as a hidden catalyst for allergies and food sensitivities. It might come as a surprise to many seniors, but mushrooms contain fungal proteins that can trigger immune reactions. These responses may lead to uncomfortable digestive issues, bloating, skin rashes, or even serious respiratory problems. Some people might dismiss mild symptoms such as gas or nausea, but others could face more alarming reactions, completely unaware that mushrooms are the hidden cause behind their discomfort. If you frequently experience discomfort, fatigue, or bloating after eating mushrooms, it could be a sign that your body is struggling to process them. What steps can you take to make mushrooms safer to consume? The first and most important step is to cook them thoroughly. Heat helps break down agouti, and eliminate any lingering harmful bacteria or toxins. Whenever possible, opt for organic mushrooms as they carry a lower risk of being contaminated with pesticides or environmental pollutants. If you have digestive sensitivities or food allergies, the risks associated with mushrooms can be serious. In these cases, it's wise to consider limiting or completely avoiding them to protect your health. Fermentation breaks down tough fibers, greatly reducing the goitrogenic effect. This not only improves digestibility, but also makes cabbage safer for those with thyroid concerns. While cooking cabbage may also reduce its effects, seniors dealing with thyroid issues should proceed with caution and limit their intake. 6. Eggplant, the hidden culprit of inflammation. Prepare yourself for what's coming next. Eggplant is celebrated across many cuisines. It has a unique texture and a wonderful ability to soak up flavors, making it a favorite in countless dishes. But for those who enjoy it regularly, there are hidden dangers you may not be aware of. Although eggplant is low in calories and high in fiber, there are surprising risks that could affect your health, especially as you age. Under its shiny skin, eggplant may ignite inflammation, worsen joint pain, and disrupt digestion in subtle but serious ways. One major concern is that eggplant belongs to the nightshade family, which includes potatoes, tomatoes, and bell peppers. These vegetables contain solanine, a natural chemical that helps protect the plant from pests, but in humans, it may trigger inflammation. This can be especially troubling for older adults dealing with arthritis, gout, or other chronic pain conditions. For them, eggplant might contribute to symptoms like joint stiffness, swelling, and discomfort without any obvious cause. Beyond inflammation, eggplant can also be hard to digest. Its tough skin and tiny seeds contain compounds that may irritate the stomach lining. This could lead to symptoms such as acid reflux, bloating, and general digestive distress. For those managing GERD, acid reflux, or sensitive stomachs, eating eggplant may intensify symptoms, causing uncomfortable heartburn or nausea. In some cases, eggplant can even trigger mild allergic reactions, like throat itching or slight swelling after consumption. So what's the safest way to eat it? Cook eggplant thoroughly. Heat reduces the solanine content, making it less harmful. Grill, roast, or bake it until soft to minimize irritation. Removing the skin may help digestion, but moderation is still key. If you're dealing with joint pain, arthritis, or digestive sensitivity, it's best to enjoy eggplant in limited amounts. The consequences of eating too much might be more serious than they seem. 7. Potatoes, a surprising threat lurking in your kitchen. Up next, a beloved comfort food that could be quietly raising your blood sugar and speeding up aging. Potatoes are among the most commonly eaten vegetables in the world. From mashed potatoes to crispy fries and crunchy chips, they're a familiar part of many meals. But beneath their warm, starchy appeal lies a concerning truth. One of the biggest issues with potatoes is their high glycemic index. Once digested, they rapidly turn into sugar, posing a serious risk for seniors, especially those with diabetes, insulin resistance, or slowed metabolism. Uncontrolled blood sugar can sap your energy, lead to weight gain, and increase the risk of heart disease. And if left unchecked for too long, elevated blood sugar may result in kidney strain, nerve damage, and worsening diabetic symptoms. Fried potatoes present an even greater risk. When potatoes are cooked at high temperatures, like when deep fried, they produce acrylamides, harmful compounds linked to inflammation and an increased cancer risk. These toxins can lead to joint pain, a sluggish metabolism, and even accelerated aging. For seniors struggling with arthritis or chronic inflammation, eating fried potatoes may significantly worsen their symptoms, leading to unexpected and distressing consequences. And if you think baked potatoes are a safer choice, think again. Even without the skin, baked potatoes can still cause sharp spikes in blood sugar. This can result in sudden energy crashes and an intense feeling of hunger not long after eating. As we age, maintaining a healthy weight and stable energy levels becomes increasingly difficult. This creates added risks for overall well-being. So, what's a better option? Consider replacing regular potatoes with sweet potatoes. This simple switch could have powerful effects on your health. Sweet potatoes offer more fiber, a lower glycemic impact, and are packed with antioxidants. If you still enjoy regular potatoes occasionally, try to leave the skin on to boost fiber intake. Avoid frying, instead choose boiling or baking as the safer route. 8. Spinach, the unexpected villain for kidney stones. Up next, a leafy green often praised as a superfood, but one that may be silently endangering your kidneys. Spinach is widely known for its high content of vitamins, minerals, and powerful antioxidants. It's celebrated for boosting immunity, supporting heart health, and enhancing brain function. But beneath its health halo, spinach carries hidden risks. One of the most concerning is its extremely high oxalate content. Oxalates are compounds found in many plant foods, but spinach ranks among the top offenders. When oxalates build up in the body, they can bind with calcium in the kidneys, forming painful kidney stones. If you've ever experienced the sharp, debilitating pain of kidney stones, you might be surprised to learn that spinach could be making things worse. As kidney function naturally declines with age, seniors are already at higher risk. Eating large quantities of spinach can amplify that risk even more. And it doesn't stop there. Oxalates in spinach also interfere with calcium absorption. This means even if you're eating calcium-rich foods, your body may not be absorbing enough to support bone health. For seniors, this can have serious consequences: weaker bones, higher fracture risk, osteoporosis, and reduced mobility. If you suffer from brittle bones, frequent fractures, or ongoing joint pain, spinach may be quietly contributing to the problem. So how can you still enjoy spinach without the risks? Cook it properly. Boiling or steaming spinach significantly reduces its oxalate content, protecting both your kidneys and bones. Pair it with calcium-rich foods like cheese or yogurt. This helps minimize oxalate absorption and supports bone strength. Even with these strategies, moderation is key. Eating spinach daily in large amounts can still pose health risks, especially for those with a history of kidney stones or fragile bones. 9. Kale, the so-called superfood that may not be so safe. Now, prepare for a surprising truth about a trendy vegetable often seen as one of the healthiest foods on the planet. Kale is loaded with essential nutrients. It's recommended in many diets for supporting energy, heart health, and longevity. But for seniors, this popular leafy green may hide some serious concerns. Like spinach, kale contains oxalates, and in high amounts. This makes it another potential contributor to kidney stone formation, especially as kidney function declines with age. For older adults, this risk grows even more pressing. If you've experienced the agony of kidney stones, consuming large amounts of raw kale could increase your risk and put unnecessary strain on your kidneys. But the dangers don't stop there. Kale also contains goitrogenic compounds, which can interfere with thyroid function in subtle but serious ways. For those living with hypothyroidism or other thyroid issues, eating too much raw kale may worsen symptoms. You might feel overwhelming fatigue, notice unwanted weight gain, or struggle with a sluggish metabolism. Many seniors already deal with thyroid imbalances without realizing it, and raw kale could be quietly making things worse. Should you eliminate kale completely? Not necessarily. Cooking kale by steaming or lightly sautéing can dramatically reduce its oxalate and goitrogen levels. This makes it much safer for both your kidneys and thyroid. Still, it's best to approach with moderation. In nutrition, balance matters, and too much of any one food, even a so-called superfood, can lead to unintended consequences. Eating kale occasionally and in cooked form is a far safer approach than making it a daily staple. 10. Bell peppers, the surprising vegetable that may pose a risk. Brace yourself for the final and perhaps most unexpected entry on this list. Bell peppers are vibrant, flavorful, and widely regarded as a healthy addition to many dishes. Rich in vitamin C, antioxidants, and fiber, they're a common feature in salads, stir-fries, and roasted vegetable plates. But could this cheerful-looking vegetable be causing more harm than good, especially for older adults? One concern lies in its tough outer skin. As we age, our digestive system naturally slows down, making it harder to break down fibrous foods. The skin of bell peppers can be difficult to digest, leading to bloating, acid reflux, or general digestive discomfort. If you frequently deal with indigestion, gas, or reflux, bell peppers might be playing a hidden role. But digestion is only one part of the story. Bell peppers belong to the nightshade family, along with potatoes, tomatoes, and eggplants. These vegetables contain solanine, a naturally occurring compound that may promote inflammation. For seniors suffering from arthritis, chronic pain, or joint stiffness, solanine may worsen symptoms, resulting in heightened inflammation and discomfort. For seniors dealing with arthritis, joint stiffness, or chronic pain, bell peppers may be quietly worsening their symptoms. Have you ever noticed a spike in aches and pains after eating nightshade vegetables? Bell peppers could be the unexpected culprit behind your discomfort. One serious concern that often goes unnoticed is the risk of allergic reactions and food sensitivities. Some people are more sensitive to nightshades than they realize. These vegetables can provoke inflammation, digestive issues, and even skin reactions, and the symptoms can be surprisingly subtle. If you've been struggling with ongoing discomfort, bloating, or unexplained rashes, it may be worth taking a closer look at how your body responds to bell peppers. But should you eliminate them completely? Not necessarily. How you prepare bell peppers can make a big difference. Peeling or roasting them helps remove the tough outer layer, making them easier to digest. Cooking can also reduce levels of solanine, potentially lowering the inflammatory response. For those with arthritis or digestive sensitivities, it's important to stay aware of your body's signals. Overlooking these signs could lead to further discomfort down the road. Bell peppers may look harmless, but for some seniors, they can trigger a wave of digestive troubles, inflammation, and unexplained pain that's easy to miss. If you've been eating them without a second thought, now might be the time to reconsider their place in your diet.